of applause for Adam Bandt, leader of the Australian Greens. I'd like to begin by acknowledging we're meeting on Wurundjeri land and pay my deep respects to elders past and present. Sovereignty of this land has never been ceded, and we are at the forefront working with First Nations communities for truth, treaty and justice. And I know that's a vision that all of us share in. I want to thank every single one of you. Thanks for staying the course tonight as well, as that count has taken a long, long time. And we are still waiting for some big numbers to come in, which is why we can't know for certain what is going to happen. But there are a few things that we know for certain have happened. In Wills, thanks to all of you, and I see so many of our incredible, dedicated, tireless volunteers as I look around this room. From the numbers that we know tonight, we've had at least a 10% swing happening in the north is unprecedented. And that's because every one of you, every one of us who joined this campaign for over a year now, wanted to ensure that we took no voter for granted during this election. At a time when people feel really disenchanted with the major parties and the politics on offer, which is uninspiring and tinkering around the edges. We wanted to make sure that our visionary plan was available to people to make a choice with. And we are seeing from the numbers we have tonight, we've still got a lot of counting to go. So watch this space, everyone. Watch this space. And we might need your help over the next few days. So I hope you can be on call for us if we need some extra counting and some double counting. But what we have seen is people really resonated with our care for them around the cost of living issues that are really bearing down upon people. I will never forget the stories that people right across Wills, north to south, east to west, have told us over months on end about putting off urgent medical care or dental care because they just can't afford it anymore. Parents wondering what schools they're going to send their kids to because our public schools are chronically underfunded in our community. Right. Whole generations of young people wondering if they're ever going to be able to afford their own home, and parents telling me at the booth day after day they're voting Greens for their children this time because we're the only ones that seem to and our community cares deeply about what's happening to our environment and what's going to happen to future generations as climate change goes out of control if we don't stop new coal and gas. And can I tell you, after campaigning in this community for more than a decade, something really significant is happening. People don't even talk about the policy, but they talk about the environment and climate as a values-based decision. They want people who have environment and climate at the core of who they are, and that's why they're voting Greens. And we've also talked to our community. We've also been talking to our community through incredible heartbreak and grief, given what's happening in Gaza right now and has been happening for the last 18 months. And our community has said strongly that they want a change to the political leadership that they have representing them. And we might be on the cusp of that change right now. Let's wait for those votes to come in. But we have done everything that we asked each other to do over the last year, and I couldn't be prouder of this history-making election and being part of this campaign with each and every one of you. So thank you so much, everyone. Absolutely. You've given your heart and soul to this, and it's not over yet. I've said right throughout this campaign, when people have asked me how I'm feeling, I keep telling them, because it's front of mind for me, is that I feel hopeful. And I can tell you, standing right here tonight, as those votes still come in, thousands of them still left to count, so let's wait and see. I can tell you hand on heart that I still feel really hopeful. So thank you everyone. Enjoy and celebrate the incredible power that we have demonstrated to the community, that we all have in our own hands, in our own votes every single time. Change doesn't happen in a linear way. There are always ups and downs, but we stay the course. We come back to fight. We come back for justice. We come back for each other, and we keep coming back for our community. So I look forward to seeing you soon. I look forward to coming back over the next couple of days, hopefully with some exciting news. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.
So, Samantha, can you tell us the suburbs that Wills encompasses, the seat that you're running for?
Yes, we've got a wide and wonderful electorate from North Fitzroy, North Carlton, through to Brunswick, Coburg, Pascoe Vale, Oak Park, Hatfield, Fawkner and Glenroy. And it's a beautiful, generous community.
Okay, so what were some of the responses you got from the people as you handed out how to vote cards? What were their main concerns today?
They were talking about the issues that are really impacting their lives: cost of living, housing affordability, climate and the environment, justice for the Palestinians, and they, are telling us that they don't like the two-party system anymore, and they're open to change.
Okay, so just finally, it looks like you've had a massive swing tonight. Can you tell us about that towards you?
Looking like from the numbers that we've had tonight, we've had a 10% swing, but there's some big numbers to be counted yet, so we'll be watching that count very closely over the next few days.
Okay, just finally, what would you like to prosecute in the House of Representatives if you were to become successful and become a member? What's your main sort of concerns?
Well, I think we've got to really look at cost of living relief and housing affordability, and of course, stopping new coal and gas in the midst of our climate crisis.
The Gaza issue?
Of course, Australia must play a stronger role on the international stage to ensure we stop the genocide and the bombardment and occupation of Palestinian land. Thanks, Anthony.